I made a Minecraft animation using Blockbuster, a Minecraft mod, in around a week. I'll be explaining some of my process of creating this short video, but first, you should see what I made. Take a look! Do you think any of them got away?
Who?
The villagers. My family.
Well, you got away. Did you see anyone else leave?
No, my brother told me to run. I didn't see anyone else run.
I'm sorry.
He gave his life to save me.
Who?
My brother.
Was he nice? Your brother?
He looked after me. He helped me get food and train.
He sounds like a good person.
He was all I had.
What about your mum?
My parents died years ago.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Why are you trying to find him?
Trying to find who?
The bad man with red hair. Why are you trying to find him?
I told you. I'm going to kill him.
But why?
He destroyed your village. Isn't that reason enough?
That's why I'm here, not you.
He took something precious to me. Come on, you've rested long enough. For your next step of training, we're going to be scaling this cliff.
Couldn't we just take the road?
No, you need to practice your inner strength. This cliff is a great spot for it.
If you're sure.
Remember, it's not just about jumping. You have to be able to keep the energy flowing while you land and jump again. Allow me to demonstrate. See? Easy.
That looked very dangerous.
Oh, don't be such a baby.
I don't know if I can do this.
I'll catch you if you fall. You'll be fine.
Alright. Ow! I thought you were gonna catch me.
Yeah, once you get high enough that it's dangerous. Walk it off. We're losing daylight.
Dad's not here anymore. Won't be for a while.
I see. That's a real shame. My sword got damaged in my last battle and I was hoping to get it repaired.
Can I take a look? A purple tear. Never seen one of these in person before. Sorry, I don't have the skills to repair a blade of this level. I can barely forge red blades.
Red blades? At your age?
There's something wrong with my age, old man?
I suggest you respect your elders, boy. Koroshi.
Not the point. There's nothing we can do for you here. You'll have to go elsewhere.
Might I inquire as to where your father is, then?
He'll be at the smithy in Salaville in a few days, if you want to cut him off.
Thank you for the information. We'll be right on our way. Are you trying to kill me?
If I was trying to kill you, I'd be using bigger rocks or knives. This is just training.
Wasn't this just about climbing the mountain?
You've got to be able to keep your wits about you at all times. Speaking of which,
Ah!
you're almost there. The attacks are going to get faster now.
Yeah! I did it!
Well done, Hera.
Ow!
I don't understand. You should have advanced by now.
What are you talking about?
You're a strange one, Hera.
What? I don't...
Come on, let's keep moving. We've lost a lot of time to training today.
That's because you were throwing rocks at me!
Just dodge them, dummy. Hello, sirs. Can we come in?
No entry without permission. Sorry, kids.
Now what do we do?
We hitch a ride. This one looks promising.
Can I help you?
I'm sorry, we got distracted while playing outside, and we don't want Mummy knowing we were out here. Can you please help us get past the guards?
I don't know.
Oh, don't be like that, George. Why not let them join us? It'll help them liven up this dull ride.
Alright, Jane. Hop on in, kids.
Yay!
Oh, it's so exciting to meet new faces. Here, have the cookie.
Ooh.
No need to be so shy, dearie. I made
Yummy.
far too many of these for myself.
It's yummy.
My, you remind me of my daughter.
Your daughter? Where is she?
Oh, maybe you'll get a chance to meet her soon.
Oh.
What was...
Shh. Just sleep, Aether.
I never told you.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The practice series is back! And this time I even have some voice actors. I'll be going on about some boring stuff for a minute, so if it doesn't interest you, skip to this time code on screen. For those of you who are new to this, it's a series where I set out to create a machinima from start to finish in a week, including script, sets, skins, voice acting, and animation. I did 3 episodes of this series back in 2020 with the goal of eventually becoming proficient enough to make a 10-minute video over the course of a week. I stopped after those 3 due to stress and real-life circumstances, but it's time to bring it back! A rival of mine pointed out with my original series that it sounded like I would be making weekly videos, even though it was a monthly series. At the time I dismissed it, but I do think he had a point, so the practice series is now officially my go-to video series, and I'll be aiming to make an episode of it every week for the next 2 months. It'll be a bit longer than a week until the next episode because I want to reset my schedule to be releasing those videos on Mondays, which would otherwise give me like 3 days as opposed to 7. Speaking of which... Sorry it took so long. This video was supposed to come out on Monday and it's only late due to my incompetence and overestimating myself to think I'd be able to get back into the swing of making the video this fast. I spent too long on special details like polish and facial expressions and not enough time on the actual video. My bad. Now, let's dive into some behind the scenes. First things first, the script. Something I've had difficulty with in the past is my inability to use Hera. Hera is effectively the main character of the practice series shorts, and I have some plans for him later down the line, but I have struggled on multiple occasions to turn him into a character I can actually use. I decided to use the script this time to focus a bit more on what Aether and Hera are about as characters. The dialogue itself is a bit messy, but it lays the foundation for a lot of what I've now figured out about their characters, and it'll help me get to the big moment I want with Hera later. That said, Hera definitely needs a character arc, so I'm moving forward with an idea I like to transform him into a character I can use more easily. This is why I had Aether and Hera get kidnapped at the end of the short this time. It will allow me to transition into a story I need to tell in order to make Hera a better character. I'll explain more about that in the next episode. So if you think this episode is a bit slower and less exciting, I'm sorry, I really need to start giving the main characters more characterization. Onto the building! I decided to build a great big mountain for this episode to take place in. I knew after my hour and a half of writing the script that I wanted Aether and Hera to scale up a cliff face, so it only made sense to have a huge mountain. I created an area for a giant town, but in the end I opted to just have the gate be in the side of a cave so that I don't have to build the entire town until I actually need it. I'm still not very good at building, but I think these sets suit their purpose. I'll have to try and make some custom houses when I get to the town though, that's going to be more interesting. Then I obviously had to make any new skins or models for the episode, which you can see here. There's not a whole lot to say here, other than that most of the new skins this episode are just grabbed straight from Planet Minecraft. Thank you, Planet Minecraft skin artists, you make my life so much easier. I also had a bit of fun making the cookie model, but I sort of messed up my application of it, and the bottom is very flat and textureless, so I don't know if I'm very happy with it really. At some point I'll have to explain what the deal is with the weapon colours, maybe in the script for the next episode. I probably should have a lot more interesting things to say about the filming of this episode, but it's been a huge blur and I don't know exactly what to say. The camera angles can probably be a lot better, I still really struggle to make those look good. I've had some real success with fully storyboarded scenes, but they also take a comparatively large amount of time to create in my experience, so I don't know if I can realistically use them for this series. I'll have to think about some alternatives. This time I at least took my girlfriend's advice and started editing the audio together before recording the scenes, which allowed me to keep everything nicely synced up to the audio. It made it very easy to record scenes in multiple places as well. I've known about this feature for a while, but never really used it for my own videos. It's more of a hindrance than a help with action sequences, but if you're making a dialogue scene, it's super helpful, worth remembering. To be honest, most of my memory of working on this episode is just doing the eye and mouth expression animations. I could have finished this project way sooner if I just ignored them, but that just didn't sit right with me. I do quite like the mountain climbing scene though. The poses for that are a lot of fun to look at. Like Hero dangling off the cliff, oh look at him. With that said, I'll be streaming on Saturday the 19th of March, that's Friday the 18th for you Americans, at 9 AM AEDT, so feel free to drop by and say hi or ask me any questions you have. I have a Discord server that I'm in the process of converting from a work server to a public one. I'll have a link in the description if you'd like to join, and you can follow me on Twitter for random updates on what I'm up to. Thank you for watching everyone, and I'll see you next week.